Okay, so this is a power supply for our Soundtracs JADE mixing console, but this is not just any power supply. This one is actually handmade, specially for us, by one of the guys who know the Soundtracs JADE best of them all. My name is Moneeo.
My name is Moneeo.
And if you're new to this channel, we talk about everything having to do with music production, composing, sound art, and the renovation of this beautiful Soundtracs JADE.
So if you find that interesting, hit the subscribe button, like button, and the notification bell. Time for something really exciting.
Yeah.
We have some very interesting package here to open today.
This is something we have been wanting to have for so long time. And finally it's here.
Let's open!
Ooh.
Paper.
This one is coming really well packed. We can see it. Okay, and we got something blue. Woohoo! Okay, here we have it.
Oh, nice. A sticker here. Have you seen?
Yeah.
The sticker.
Here we have it. That's the real deal. Okay, and here we have some blue tape. Everything is blue with this one, I'm telling you. And there we have it. Safety bucket. Perfect. And here we have a label that says it passed the test, that this one is for the JADE and that it's tested by Tim and the date. And when you see the name Tim on one of these, it can only be one guy.
So I guess this is a birthday present for our beloved JADE console.
Okay, so this is a power supply for our Soundtracs JADE mixing console, but this is not just any power supply. This one is actually handmade, specially for us, by one of the guys who know the Soundtracs JADE best of them all. It's created by the legendary service engineer Tim Jones, who built these power supplies by hand, by request, and he built these power supply units for a wide range of different consoles. So if you have an old mixing console and would love to give it some love, go and get one of these. They are called Blue Dog power supplies. Okay, so when we get these ones, it's actually just the power supply. And this one is really clean. Just two connectors. One for the power outlet and one connector to the JADE. And one button. That's it. Okay, so why do we buy a new power supply? The old one isn't broken. When the old power supply just gets so hot that this becomes kind of a sauna. So that's one benefit of getting a new power supply. Getting the heat down.
But it's big and noisy.
Yeah, and it's 30 years old, so I don't think it will hold forever, so it feels so good to bring a fresh new power supply. We keep our fingers crossed that this one is not as noisy as the old one.
I think it's gonna be some kind of difference between the old one and this.
So this one has a fan, of course. It's a really large power supply. But it will be really interesting to see if there are any difference in the fan noise from the new one compared to the old one.
So let's check it out.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So this is behind the mixing console where we have our storage, lots of stuff. And we have this beautiful soundproof rack cabinet, which comes from the National Swedish Television from the beginning. And here we basically just have the power supply for the Soundtracs JADE. And we put it into this cabinet because this one is so noisy. And that's something we hope to improve today. And as you can see, this is a giant piece of equipment and it weighs a ton. And we can see it's not brand new. So in this cabinet we have 2 fans. We have one fan at the bottom sucking in air that's going up here, and the air goes up into this 1 unit fan unit. And there are 4 fans here pushing the air out into the roof. So this is really, really well ventilated. And of course, I mean, these fans also make noise, but the cabinet is really silent, so it's really doing its job. Okay, so we're going to put the new power supply around here, I think, because then we can access them both, change cables. I mean, we have plenty of space here. Let's do it. I just love this connector. It just won't come off. And where the power supply, here we go.
And where do we want it?
Okay, just fit it in there. And we have to tweak it to put it in some way. Yeah.
Which?
Down here. Yeah. We have it.
One more.
One more to go.
Should you hold on the back or?
Yeah.
And that's all.
There we have it! Woo!
Yes!
Finally! Oh man, it's quite a difference between this one and the old one. Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so it's the moment of truth. We're going to turn it on and see what it sounds like.
Do we dare to?
Yeah. Oh man. That is so much more quiet than the old one. And that's just one good thing with this one. Man.
We have to clean it a bit from
Yeah.
the fingerprints. We need it fresh and nice. We have some little dust thingy here. And yeah.
That's some true love. Yeah. It's so worth it.
Oh, much better. So,
Okay, so here we have the brand new Blue Dog power supply, shining, looking nicely, sounding great. And down here we have the old power supply, which is built like a tank. And since we now have 1 and 2 power supplies, we always have one as a spare. Isn't that nice?
That's beautiful. So, we are going to close the door to our little closet here.
I mean, that is so silent.
So much better.
And I think we are going to measure the temperature inside and see if we will need to activate the fans at all time. Maybe not, or maybe we do have to do that.
Yeah.
And if we have a look here, we can see that it's working. Yeah. Perfect! Looks great so far.
Amazing!
Okay, so it seems like the new power supply is way much more quiet, but we are going to check it out how much more quiet. And to do that, I happen to have access to this measuring microphone. It's a 10EC system from a Danish company. And this is a class 1 measuring microphone, which is the highest grading when it comes to accuracy when measuring sound. So this one is just amazing. And it's connected to its own interface, which is connected to my computer. And this is my live computer setup, where we can see the frequencies, spectrograph. But what we're interested in this time is how loud it is. Okay, so we have 4 values. This one's measure exactly right now, and this one is measuring over 10 seconds. So there are 4 different speeds of measuring. So if I try to shut up, we can see how silent this room are. And I think for this one, we'll keep an eye on these 2 is what is interesting today. And let's see how silent this room are. Yeah, around 50.6 something. And worth noticing is that the microphone is placed in between the 2 power supplies. It's not a scientific placement of the microphone, but it seems like a fair position. Okay, so let's put on the Blue Dog and we'll keep an eye on the sound levels. Let's do it. Okay, so it seems to be around 51.1, 51.2 something. Okay, let's turn it off. Okay, so now it's time to switch to the old power supply. So we need to switch the cable. There we go. Okay, so let's try to switch on the original power supplies. Here we go. And it's 54.5 somewhere. And since the decibel scale is logarithmic, it might not look like the difference between 51 and 54 isn't that big, but actually 3 decibels difference is twice as loud. And when sitting here, it sounds even louder. But 3 decibels difference. Yeah. This one is twice as loud. Great result.
Woohoo!
Woo! Okay, so the new power supply is ready to go.
And now we can make some new videos for you guys.
Yeah, because it has been not possible working with the console, for example, during the summer, when the old power supply just gets so hot that this becomes kind of a sauna. So that's one benefit of getting a new power supply, getting the heat down.
So now a big shout out and a big thank you to Tim Jones.
Yeah, we're so grateful that there are people like you building this stuff, helping us keeping consoles like this alive for many years. So now we have a better chance to actually keep working on this beautiful Soundtracs JADE.
And make lots of more videos. So until next time, we see you again.
Ciao!
Ciao!